Hello YouTube, this is Trinton. And I'm experimenting tonight with streaming Free Enterprise on YouTube instead of Twitch. We have 7 minutes till the start of the race. But I wanted to go ahead and get it up since the seed was rolled. So I've only had the ability to stream on YouTube for all 30 minutes now. And I figured this would be a decent enough way to test it out. This is forge percent. So in the same way you'd forge the Excalibur, you need the adamant and the legend sword. You have to find those as key items. Turn them into the blacksmith, and he will hand over the crystal, which will allow you to defeat Zeramos. Over 40 people entered this race tonight. Everybody else on Twitch. But I wanted to experiment with something different, so here I am on YouTube. If Free Enterprise is new to you, it is an open world randomizer, so we have access to the majority of the world, have to unlock the rest with key items. Beat the game by getting to Zeramos and defeating him, which means we need the crystal, and we need a path to Zeramos. That can either be the pass, which will lead directly to him, or the dark crystal, which lets us walk through the moon. 48 people entered, although one of those is probably the restreamers. That's 47. That's a good crowd. Starting with Cecil is optional. That just happens to be the way it's going tonight. He's a little tough before you complete Mount Ordeals, which is also a little tough when you're just getting started. Bosses will be shuffled, item locations will be shuffled, shops will be randomized, not just shuffled, but randomized, which is slightly different. Our key items can be either in the normal item locations, like the start of the game, you would normally get the package, which is one of the key items. We might be handed the Legend Sword to start this one. It can also be in the summoned monster reward spots, so Odin, Sliff, Bahamut, Leviathan, and Asura. And also they can be at the moon bosses. Seven to ready up, 4 minutes till we are scheduled to start. Japanese items and abilities will be enabled on this one, so one of the things I have to watch for is sirens to be for sale. The rescue flag means that after I've dismissed a character, I can actually go back to Mysidia and get them back in my party. Hobbs means Radio will learn a random summon, add Mount Hobbs instead of learning Fire 1. That cannot be Leviathan or Bahamut. T3 means a little bit better treasures are available in the world. They are randomized instead of just shuffled. S2 restricts what shops have for sale by randomization. The F flag means Vasoya challenge, so he will unlock spells 3 at a time per boss. I forget what some of the other ones mean. Fab is just cosmetic, like Cecil's in a different color scheme. Huh means Wyvern, instead of opening with Mega Nuke, will open with something random. Spoon means that Edward can equip the spoon, which has max attack power. Everyone to finish readying up here. We're 2 minutes from the scheduled start. I'm keeping my hands firmly off the controller for right now, lest I be accidentally pressing something. 6 remaining to ready up in the IRC. Again, 47 people in this tonight. That is a very healthy sized race. 5 to ready up. All the good luck's going out there. I already did mine. 4 to ready up. Hey, Wout. You just have to be all correcty, don't you? There. Is Wout happy now? How you doing tonight? I don't know, I felt like putting that in just for good measure. The setup wasn't that bad other than the initial, you have to register it with YouTube and then they won't let you actually stream for 24 hours. That part was a little annoying. Other than that, it's just OBS, so I used all my same settings, basically. Not that much in the way of a delay. Alrighty. Just had our 49th entrance after we're already supposed to have started. Go figure on that one. Though I will say this, after assisting in a couple of other communities' races, I do not feel bad about randomizer start times anymore. Had one today, 20 minutes for a runner, could not get ready to go. They were there 5 minutes early, and it was 15 minutes after the fact before they were actually ready. How is it to find this? Well, because obviously I didn't put a link up. Were you able to find it by game? Did you search? What'd you do? Just curious. They say the commentators are doing intros, but I don't think everybody's readied up yet. Oh, okay. I didn't have the GL, but I guess it still came up because Trinton was close enough. Yep, we're starting. I might experiment with it after the fact. Of course it's an Edward start. And a hook seed. I also got out the Scala-Kitty tracker for this because I thought that would fill the empty space a little better. So we know Vivalis will be in the bygone spot. Bahamut and Kane hanging out here. It's good money. Unicorns is not something I'm worried about purchasing. An Ogre Axe. Okay, that's a weapon for Cecil later on. Not that worried about anything there just now. This party is gonna need some J items to overcome its weaknesses, so I'm looking for J items to overcome weaknesses with. Well, bunch of stuff for people I don't have. Isn't that the way it goes? I can sell that whip for more money, though. Oh, silk webs would be nice, but they're out of budget right now. If I can walk in the door, that would be helpful. Is that Cure 3's? No, it's either one's. Missile potion. Wanted to double check myself. I'd love a dancing dagger if they're for sale. No, but let's get 20 mute arrows. Go ahead and get treasure. Get the treasure, get the treasure, get the treasure. Flame rod, nothing special there. We got some melee gear. There's nobody who can equip any of it yet. Alright, so getting the hovercraft. And I'm going to use that to go ahead and go for a third character. I missed. reasonably good time to save. Anytime you're potentially about to die, that's usually a good time to save. Early treasure chests are good. Now I don't want to risk the stalemate. How many can I get? 2? No? None? Oh, what else can I sell? Flame. I think wind is better than flame. Ice shield I don't want to get rid of just yet. Right. That should be good. You know what? Check the shop real fast. See if that dancing dagger's for sale. Armor I'm not going to worry about buying, but, you know, sometimes you find the dancing dagger, which could use Edward. Exit's a welcome sight with this party. We're going to skip all these treasure chests because I don't know which one is loaded with the Staleman fight. And there's Yang, after I just sold the poison claws, of course. Because he is the most rude character in the game. That's the kind of thing he does. Nah, poison claws aren't that great, but they'd be an upgrade for now, so that's the only reason that it's noteworthy. I'm not even that wild about having Yang. More mute arrows. Well, if I get the right boss. Let's just get out of here. Oh, I only bought one exit. Well, I'll still use it. Plus, now I know sirens are for sale there. Which is definitely valuable information. There's going to be no free character at Mysidia. We need to go to Hobbs. I was hoping for a better item. Something that could actually let me kill fights like a Gaia drum. Well, I'm not going to pass on Rosa. Okay, you got 1,000. The right way to do it? And I think that's backwards. We'll do it anyways. Healer, what you talking about? Rose is an archer. We do need to get this healer killed, though. Defender. Whatever. Yeah, now we can kill you. I'm terrible. I don't know why it only equips 20, but whatever. Of course it's Edward, he's still terrible regardless. At least my damage is adding up here. Edward has not hit that yet. It's unbelievably bad. CPU can be really, really evil in some spots. This is one of the easier places to get it. And I'm really fortunate to have Rosa here to do all the damage. Edward, could you please hit the broadside of a barn? Is that really so much to ask? Just get out of the way. Alright, first boss down. Rosa joined. All my gear is for heavy melee people. Heavy armor melee people, which none of my current party qualifies. Silver Sword's nice. Gaia Drum, that's nice. Elixir's good. Black Belt. I don't think Yang can use that. No, it's Ninja he can't use. Yeah, Black Belt he can use. We'll take that. Unfortunately, I don't have a second exit. I only had the one and I used it. But this is fine. I got 4 party members at least. That's a positive. Even if one of them's Edward, so it's more like 3.5. Also, seriously, I don't remember how to do this. So that's 10. And that's 12, so that's the correct setup. Gear 2s are nice, but I don't want to spend the money on them just now. I can't afford a dancing. Oh, we're going to find a way to afford a dancing. Now that I went to all that trouble to figure out his arrows, switch him to a dancing dagger. And you now have a second element on your claws, which is also good. Oh, and you need Herald. Because right now, you're my main damage dealer. Let's save this before getting in the fight so I don't have to redo the setup. And I've got a Gaia drum in case of emergency break glass. You know, break glass, break the earth, same thing. What do we got? D-Lunars. Okay, so as long as I use abilities, we're fine. Oh, that did nothing. That's a good hit. Cecil killed himself. That's okay. As long as I win on this hit, that's okay. I didn't win on this hit. Oh, shoot. Oh, Phooey, he had the dancing dagger the whole time, I forgot. Because I just bought it. Alright, find out what the item is, and I'll reset if I need it. Actually, I might reset anyways, but let's find out what the item is. Okay, so I don't need that till after Mount Ordeals. Which, that's a strong incentive to go do Mount Ordeals right now, but let me get a little more treasure first. Not what I was hoping for. I really wanted another Gaia drum or two. 3 of them would be really ideal right now. I know Kane is hanging out at the Baron Inn. That feels like a stretch. Well, let's try it, see how it goes. Try it and see how it goes. Maybe we'll pick up something good along the way too. Oh, Moonveil is pretty good. Moonveil can get you past a fight. No free characters, so nobody there. Charm Rod. Alright, give me something really good in this chest. That's not something really good. I'm gonna save this because of that Moonveil. I don't have to re-pick it up. Evil Wall. I think we can do this. He's nice and slow here. This would normally be where we fight Mylon. And there goes Evil Wall. Levels for everybody. I've got sirens, so I could level up here if I had to. Boy, would have to actually kill the Lamias, which with this party is not a guarantee. For all, Edward's here taking space. El Gomez. That ain't shiny. Not shiny at all. Let's see who he kills. He's gonna kill 2 of my party members. Huh. I guess Heroin Row blocks that. I did not know that. Leave Rosa, leave Rosa, leave Rosa. And that means I win. That enough? Yes! Excellent. Let's hope I don't want that moon veil later. Because it's a shame to lose it. But Gomez is exactly who you want that for. And Star Veils were for sale. Just couldn't afford them at the time. Yeah, we're gonna save, because this gets us Excalibur. Not many bosses that can be a roadblock here. Package. We got this. Alright, that unlocks Foo's spells. Not that we've seen Foo. Or not Foo, Tella. I think I'm gonna check the package character. I mean, theoretically, it could only help me. Shield. Body, I guess you can take a sorcerer for now. And crystal. pretty good defense. And knowing that I have an Excalibur for him is also a pretty big deal. It's a damage dealer. I don't know who I would reset out of. I guess a duplicate. But for completeness' sake. Yeah, it's Rydia. But I can get her a spell and hopefully it'd be Titan. Now the dream would be this is Mist Dragon for boss. And then I'm rewarded. For checking. This is why we park our airship good and far away. And they move my airship. I guess it's just set to default coordinates. Well, let's find out what's going on here. Again, the dream would be Mist Dragon. And that's King Queen Eblon. Not to be confused with Mist Dragon. How many mute arrows do I have? I don't really want to use them all. Especially not on this fight. Maybe the iron's back. And that's that. Easy fight anyways. Didn't pay off like I was hoping. I don't think YouTube has a category for randomizers, so that's basically the way it would have to show up. So I buy that for $1 and thanks for checking. Leather can sell. Short bow can sell. Charm can sell. Alright. Will show up with the words in the title. Good point. I got the power. That is a duplicate Edward, so we don't have to worry about the Sand Ruby. And we're done with Kaipo altogether. Alright, let's get that Excalibur. Oh, hop spell. Do hop spell first. I don't think level 1 Rydia is going to be able to cast it, but why not get it? So I think that's Mist Dragon. No, Shiba. Okay. Yeah, too expensive to actually cast yet. This is actually the rare scenario where I would benefit if she would learn Fire 1. Because it'd be the right thing to use on this boss. Alright, do I go for Kane to replace Edge? Or not Edge, Edward. Very significant difference. Very nice damage. There goes one. Yeah, a few levels makes a difference. And the extra dancing dagger using Edward helps. Silly D-Lunar trying to heal. You're getting too many turns, though. I really need you to stop that. Rats. I'll take it. I don't want to redo it. But I really wanted Rydia to level up. I'll get her Lion. Should get her levels there. It's gonna be a lot easier with Excalibur. Stardust is a great find. Wish I had had it for that fight, actually. Would have been perfect there. And I looted this. Okay. Valuable lessons being learned about the search ability. Yeah, fair that titles would be considered first. Probably Yang in the middle. Seems right. Thundercats. Or staffs, whatever. be bygone. X-Scale's probably going to wreck him in one shot. Maybe not. That'd have been close, though. Well, not quite what I was looking for, but you don't have exit yet. He's got the power. You can take Black Belt now, and then you can take Sorcerer, which is actually going to be better for you. Not being rewarded from these treasures today. They're a little disappointing. I do think we're ready to take on Baron Inn, though, so that means Kane. Which means I will drop Edward. Like a bad habit. Actually, bad habits are hard to drop, so that's a bad example. But I'm still going to drop him. Route this right, let's do Waterfall, Mist Cave on the way so that I'm checking for Mist Dragon. Rubicon. He's not a bad one to get out of the way, but we're done with him. Can't find him on my tracker. There he is. Next to Evil Wall. There's no Rip Edward. He's not sympathetic at all. He's a waste of space. That space could be used by somebody good. Instead, Edward's in it. Vanilla D-Mist. That's actually very significant to me. Especially if this turns out to be anything. If that turns out to be anything, that was a great check. So not everybody remembers the early spots, and this was not a seed where you needed to come here for experience. His mom has. The pass. That's significant. It's not great, but it's significant. I don't think I'm going to bother checking more treasures here. Stick with stuff that's on the way. Let's go get Kane. Got all this great armor that needs a character. And Kane's just right here. Bahamut's going to be easy enough to get by. Winter boss. Agapogo. get Rydia back alive. How? Melee Ogo instead of magic. Few seconds of delay on the game audio. I think that might be Windows 10 being a jerk. Darkness Crystal. Did I take Darkness Crystal before the hook? I think I do. Let's go. Ogre-X is 84. And Spear's 59. So Ogre-X it is. I didn't do anything funky with my setup, so more likely to be Windows 10. I've had my share of issues with it. That was Unihorn, not Starveils. Starveils must have been Earth Crystal Town. Alright, I think we do the Darkness Crystal next. It feels like the right play. One, there's a higher chance of Edge and Fasoya. Life glitch is enabled. Bound to have weak, so D-Lunar Grind isn't currently an option. Also, nobody done yet, so I didn't miss some super easy path to the end of the game. To the moon, Alice! One of these days. Straight to the moon. Let's see what's going on here. Quake Kid? Do we take Quake Kid over Rydia? I don't think I do. I don't think I take a twin. I just don't think that's the right play. I was hoping for something much better. Alright, there's no way to do the moon bosses yet. No realistic way. They'd have to be somebody completely free. And you're nothing there. That one particular humming way is actually really easy to spot. So that takes me to only 2 options. Actually 3, 4. Well, I would like those. Alright, I'll take that. That's okay, levels in a pinch. I'm gonna go Wild Man strats. We're going to do a very non-conventional play. Because why be conventional in a race? I'm not winning any races being conventional. We're gonna go for the Flame Dog. We are hunting a Flame Dog. Full moon, I can't make use of that just now. There's my Flame Dog. He's got like 2,000 HP. Maybe not that much. Maybe more like 1,200. Artemis arrows. Not what I was looking for. But we're here, let's get more treasure. Maybe it'll open something up later. That sword's so boring it'll put you to sleep. Yeah, this was the entrance. Well, so much for Wild Man strats. I don't have hourglasses, but this is the next logical play. The one thing I have going for me is that I have cleared the overworld now. As soon as I've done this, there will be no path but the hook. And that's not ideal, but there is value to it. Okay, first monster in a box. Good choice. Cecil ought to wreck this. Don't know how good Shiva will be here, but I have it. May as well try it. That's effective. And goodbye to you. Hey, Cecil learned exit. And Rosa Berserk. I'm playing this at a pretty relaxed pace because I'm not really trying to be competitive, honestly. And that's nothing grandiose on my part, it's just that I don't think I would be competitive, so I'm not worrying about it. I didn't think about that, but that's a good call. Oh, nice, Yang. I did not expect that much damage out of you. Rydia already had Shiva, and I figured that was more valuable than leveling up to get Quake. I would drop her right now for Tella or for Soya. Go ahead and use a cabin. Be disappointed in me getting Fu or Tella? I don't remember which one this is. Sweet. Charm Claw's an upgrade. Ah. Well, if Rydia gets Bahamut, I probably would keep her, but her versus Fisoya, there would be no contest. Tella, there would be some. Oh, it's an okay pickup. Well, a lot of treasure here, just nothing worthwhile. And there's my third monster box. Oh, that's right, it's the Mad Ogres, but Yang's actually going to wreck them. Yang is going to say y'all are so wrecked. You don't even know. So wrecked. Unfortunately, Rydia's not going to survive this fight. Charm Claw does, I think, 4 times damage against the Mad Ogres, so they were very wrecked from the moment that fight started. Artemis Bow is really nice. Although I am almost out of arrows. That's not nice. I can buy more sirens at least. Agility 17, agility 18, yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. I knew what I was getting into with that. That gives me enough sirens for a level grind. Diamond armor would be nice. Do that just because I can get 50 of those. They aren't that strong, but I can get 50 of them. Also, Yang's gonna wreck these guys. And those are iron arrows and roses doing 500 damage. That's impressive. That's why I was very happy to find her. I already had the heroine robe. I knew I could do a lot of damage with her. Well, we have the swords for Edge, so of course we're not going to see him. And this was Hook required seed, so I'm well behind the 8-ball. And there's no more trapped treasure chests around here, so I can open all these boxes without any worries. Can't walk straight. Well, that's powerful. I guess I didn't need to menu right now to check that, but that could have been great early on. Wizard shirt's a viable option if I take the heroine off. I think I checked this. I did. Because it was right next to the save. So I knew I could do it safely. Those are done. No, that's right, everything to the character is done. Okay. Tower of Babel. Cecil laughs at their attempts to damage him. Actually, I'm a little disappointed in that damage out of Yang. Did that seriously just one-shot them? Sweet. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it might kill one or two. I did not expect the forge. That's pretty sweet. Although I was going to life glitch, hopefully one or two of them, and get that much more experience. Vendor trash. Samurai bow, we don't need it. Get a full heal anyways, so... I should be able to handle whatever this boss has to offer. A tent. That's gonna be Fabul, I believe. Possibly Water Hag. That is Water Hag. He comes out swinging. That's not right. I can't find Water Hag. Oh, that's him, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Well, it's a little unfortunate, but... let's do this. Mute lowers their threat level considerably. Let's start healing. This was pretty non-threatening with my setup. But I should go berserk with Cecil. I had a forfeit. I was wondering if somebody was done. I wonder if they ran into a roadblock here with a worse setup. Poor Rydia. Get the damage train going here. So all I have to do is finish and I will not be last. That's all I gotta do. Just finish. Rats. Well, no way to life glitch those guys anyways. Oh, come on. Cooperate with me here. A little bit. Cooperate a little bit. This is Rubicon's spot, which is actually pretty fast. You just don't realize it because some of what his quote-unquote actions are. Hey, there we go. With everybody alive, even. It's probably not really a scenario where I need to stop and go do a grind for any reason. Level ups along the way are pretty good. Wait. Get the treasure. No traps down this way because I've already found the trap. Pardon me. Hey, a bandana. That's a good find. Yang hadn't had anything on his head the whole race. Make cabins get over there. Oh well. Started making a little better. Got the Dark Elf. Pretty much just gonna let Cecil wreck him. Everybody else needs to kind of stay out of the way. Like I said, Cecil's gonna wreck him. Later, Dark Elf. Well, finally, I learned size. Could have used that back with the Mad Ogres. Second boss and character forthcoming. We got Octomon. Character of Sid. Not this one, Sid, but thanks for trying. Later, dude. I guess this is my final party. Little brutal? Yeah, you can't be too brutal on the Dark Elf. He's such a jerk. He's vulnerable to holy, and Excalibur is holy elements, so... It will also basically do max damage against the D-Lunars. I'm 99.9% sure that Warp's not going to work here because that's disabled. But shame on me if I don't try. Okay. That took nothing to try. Boo's gonna be full power if we ever get him. Well, Pans makes a very compelling case about where to go next. Ah. Hey, there's my Cure 3s. Night Dew has finished in first place. That's an impressive finish. Okay, really wanted those Cure 3s. Another bandana, that is a welcome sight. I'm gonna stick with the crystal. Make Rosa more of a wrecking machine. Can I get that? What can I sacrifice to get that? I'm not even sure you needed the sirens to do this. But I'm going to take a pan gamble. I'm going to forego the trapped chests. Of which there are a lot of them here, and they can really bog you down. I either think this was done with some combination of pan and summon monsters, or it was entirely the trap chests here. But I find that hard to imagine. Well, that's half of it. I think that tells me that it can't be on the moon. I don't see how you could have done Dwarf and the moon that fast. So I feel good about the track I'm on as I try to meta this, which is always a dangerous thing. But basically I'm doing the same thing I was going to do anyways. And all the edge sorts. Ice Claw can go. Longsword can go. Anything? I'd really love that. 3, 4, 5. I'll survive. Five's better than none. 5's probably enough for Zeramos. Hey, Rune Axe. And I don't have Sid. Go ahead and heal in case I want to try these bosses, and I might. There's a few bosses I might take on here. Well, they're whooping up on Kane. As long as they're hourglassed, they're not gonna merge. Well, this was worth checking out. Always good to know where the harp is. Let's play it smart. Zarak done in second. GG Zarak. I may be off track doing this, but I think I've got to. This feels like the right play. Unless this is something just hideous in the second spot. To me, the only other play is top a Tower of Babel. And I mean, if they finish this fast finding it out of a trapped treasure chest, then wow. That'd be really impressive. Alright, so the one I'm most worried about is Plague. Yeah, that figures. No, that's not gonna work. Dusty Griff done in the 3rd spot. Yeah, okay, this isn't gonna happen. Time to peace out. Do the pan turn in. That's 2 items. If I don't like that, I go to the twin harp. Actually, if I don't like that, I go to Tower Babel. So that's what? 6 items now. 10 to get the double experience, so we're still pretty far off from that. Yang's wife loves to hold the goods, though. We'll see what she's got today. If I can walk in the room. Alright, this is item 1. This is where you would vanilla get the pan. That's a Yang sword. Well, I'm not gonna shake my fist at that, but it's not good. Relatively speaking. Harp is the closest, Tower's the most logical. Let's do Harp. There's no way it's Harp. Well, yes there is a way it's Harp, because you'd have to go back to the subworld. This is rough. This is rough to metagame. And I probably shouldn't metagame, but I am. Nope, that's a regular Jacobo. Work. Not what we needed. If I hadn't full cleared the overworld before going to the subworld, I'd have been questioning myself every step of the way. I mean, I don't think it was just go to the moon. It couldn't have been just go to the moon because I've got the adamant, and the adamant wasn't on the moon. Oh, another heroine. And a wizard. Finally an upgrade for Rydia. Oh, hey, inventory's full. Runex can go. Could've sold the Runex, but oh well. Oh well, I say. More vendor trash. Minutes and nobody else is done yet, so... This was not some easy path I just missed out on. That's what this is telling me more than anything. Swimmy done in 4th. near him in fifth. The 11-second snipe. If you go in with metal on everyone, you get to skip this. Unfortunately, I didn't have any metal for Yang. Still, that's faster. Get some music in here. Goes Mylon Z. Pally Cecil just wrecks him. You know what? I got it. I'm going to turn it in. It's the only way this play can work out for me is if I turn it in and it works. So that's 2, 3, 5, 7 key items now. Thought the normal airship was here. Where's the normal airship? How would I have gotten there without the normal airship? What? I couldn't have gotten to Mysidia. I already had the Dark Whale. That's why. Okay. Alright. It didn't cost me too much, but it wasn't. That's a quick check. We're back to the subworld, so I think the first play is the top of the tower. I'm gonna forego the trap chest. I just don't think it was in a trap chest if people finished that fast. Lucas the shortest check. Lucas the shortest check. Well, now the finishes are coming in that I could believe a trapped treasure chest was involved. I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing though. This makes the most sense to me. This makes the most sense than I do the top of the Tower of Babel. I could fight the doors if I turned encounters on, but I don't need them. I don't think anything's gonna wreck me that a reset would solve. Well, part of the thing with this seed is it's two parts. You had to get the adamant, which was Dwarf Castle. It was this. Wow. This is a very non-typical path. Need to kick one more time and then Cecil will win this just by hitting him. How many key items is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man! What one more key item would do for me. Do I check Tower of Babel just to try and get one? I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. Gosh, that feels bad. Oh, wait, one crystal will count as a separate item. I do the turn in, and that'll be 10, I think. I'm about to find out. The thought would be to do the level grind first and then just get the Legends sword on my way out to Zeramas. But as I think about the logic of the crystal sword, this just makes too much sense to me not to do it. But wow, very impressive to all these people to find this path. This was non-trivial. Since I won't be back this way. Once you know you aren't going to use something. Makes it much easier to get rid of it. Yeah, now the finishes are rolling in. All kinds of finishes, but I'm not worried. I just want to finish this one out. I don't really like this party is the only problem. As in, who's going to be my agility anchor? Which has got to be Kane. He's the worst armed. Happy Dwarf. There's the guy drums. You're at 25. So 3 levels to give at least. Where does coffins go? There they are. Alright, see the 34 or 68. Something to that effect. 68, we got the 10. We did get the 10. Okay, that's 27. We'll see how this goes because I want one more level on Kane. You don't need all this fancy armor. Kane, you'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen at all. I got a good number of sirens. I probably don't need them all. In the end, I'd say I kind of lucked out on this path, and I think I'll get a top half finish out of it. We'll see. Didn't get a better claw for Yang is the one downside, but if we get him up close to level 60, he ain't gonna care. And this is no Reflect Strat seed at all. This will be melee. Big question is, how far do I take this grind? It is a really big question. Like, theoretically I could go on this HP, but considering I'm doing everything from melee damage, I want more from Cecil and Kane since they're going to be doing all my damage. Poydrak done. That is, Poydrak's a fun dude. UK player who, I mean, this has got to be like 4 AM for him to be doing this. He does these late US things all the time. Alright, so I still get about a level an egg. It's not exact, but it's roughly a level an egg. I want at least 55. Just short. Yang, you fail me again. I don't want less than level 55. I may use up all these sirens after all. Basically, the time I take now, I'm figuring I make up on the other end with Zaramos, because the damage I'm doing to these eggs, it's the same damage I'm going to do against Ramos. He doesn't have great physical defense. So you kind of want level 60 because Yang's a complete beast at 60. See, right there, I'm figuring Zerk, that's a 2500 damage hit against Zaramos. Which is not great for two people. For a two-person strat, I need more. That involved a crit. But you can't rely on those. I think this is the right play. Probably just finish these. damage. Actually, almost there on... Now, somebody just did a spoiler on the SRL. That's not nice. But I already knew that, so it's not a spoiler for me. It just... That's going to get people a little riled because it shouldn't be happening. See, now we're talking over 3k damage a hit on Z, so that's much better for me. Yang stats 55 plus just get a little crazy. Last one. And I'll be very satisfied. Okay, we got 60. Here we go. And I have to get my setup done. Oh, I think I got rid of the rune axe. That's too bad. I could have used it actually. It'd have been an upgrade for Kane, but I wasn't anticipating needing that. Sorcerer, that's all fine. Get my setup right. The Bacchus wines, the crystals there, the Cure 3's there. Elixir. Wish I had lives. That would have been nice. Rosa could still be a big-time damage dealer here, actually. I was hoping there were silk webs here. Just in case there's a claw for sale. Like that. So we're going to go on and save after we put the silk webs in the right spot. And that's a really good setup for this party. Did you have anything? You did not. I also wonder how many people had the pass. I mean, I assume people finishing now had it, but I wonder if the early people actually had it. Because I recall it being out of the way. Anyways, 22 people done. I'd say this was a pretty smooth race for me. I don't think I could have done much better. If I hadn't seen the duns, I probably would have checked trap chests and wasted more time, but... Kane still might survive a big bang. Vegeta! Silly Vegeta. Tricks are for kids. It didn't take. That's unfortunate. Cecil's going to be able to absorb that. Not great, but he'll take it. 5,000 damage. Maybe I overestimated the defense of the eggs. The world may never know. The answer to that question is the effusion. Not my most conventional strat ever. Look at that damage. Ooh, nice nuke damage. That's gonna hurt. That didn't. My supply purchases end up working out almost perfect for this. Although I think we phase jumped. But that nuke's for enough damage, I'm doing another. 24th just finished. We probably did the HP refill already. Damage is going along really nicely. Oh hey, Meteor Face. '25th place, 157.11. Got the sub 2 hours. Oh, and just sniped Bahamut. Bahamut X99 just finished in 26th with 157. I'm happy with that run. On 27th just finished, so. Alright, well. It's a fun race for my first YouTube run. For these flags, I'm comfortable with that. That's okay, and I'm a mid-plag player, so that finish was decent. All in all, a good time was had. And I am going to head back to Twitch with that and see what fun and shenanigans awaits. Thanks for joining me tonight, and hopefully we'll be doing this for a little FF1 randomizer later on. Good night.